quiet. And that kid's not screaming anymore.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. He was all red in the face. Oh, crap.
I think we're finally going here. I think that we're finally going here. I see some movement. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to take it as it's going, yeah.
Okay.
Not sure which one it's coming out of, but we're just going to find out. It's picking up, so good.
Cool.
So, Chad, again, round two.
Round two.
Ding. Two. Yeah, exactly. How are you? Still?
Oh, I'm still doing good, man. I got my spindrift here, and feeling good.
Good. So let's just dive right into it. The pencils. You started out with Phil when you were kids, right? Or high school, kind of middle school era?
Oh, that was more college.
College, all right.
Yeah. I think I was like, God, was I 20? I don't know. I can't remember now. Sheesh. It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil's like 1 year ahead of me in school. So, yeah, we were in college.
It's good. And you guys started that, and it was just you and him on drums, right? Yeah, it was you on guitar and him on drums, and then that was it. And then how did Dan get incorporated for playing bass, or how did you find that guy to come in?
Dan's an old friend from like junior high, like both me and Phil knew. Mm-hmm. And Dan and Phil had played in a band together earlier, the Fancy Lads.
Okay.
That was Dan, Phil, our friend Nate Jones, who's the singer. He's actually the guy that did that painting on my mantle.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
That was a Phil artwork. His artwor's pretty nice too.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
There's one of his back there. It's me sitting in Pee-wee's Playhouse. He did that for me for my birthday.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman, big influence, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
On everybody in it.
Yeah, but those guys had the Fancy Lads, and there was another guy who played guitar. That was around for a little bit. That was kind of just like juvenile fun. They were cool. They played some shows around LA and Orange County a little bit. They never, they didn't stick with it that long.
Yeah.
It was cool while it lasted though. I used to go to the shows. And, I'm getting the time frames mixed up though. I think Dan was still in high school. Maybe we had just started college.
Okay, so you guys are all like kind of.
Dan's 2 years
younger than you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was around for I think like a year and a half, 2 years maybe, like the Fancy Lads, and then they broke up, and then not long after they broke up, Phil like asked me, hey, I want to play music, with you. I want to do like kind of surf inspired type stuff. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right. I was kind of, I didn't have any agenda or anything. He kind of pursued me on it more, and I was like, yeah, all right, we'll jam. And yeah, we made the pencils, and I reluctantly played a show. Phil kind of pushed me into it. We had like 6 songs, and Phil's like, we got to play a show. I was like, a show? I don't want to do that,
Why weren't you on board with it? Or you're just like...
I did not like performing in front of people. It like terrified me. I didn't like going on stage. I remember being terrified at that show. Just like, this is terrifying. There was hardly anybody there, but it was still...
Was it a house show or was it...
No, it was at D Piazza. It's a pizza bar / music club, like rock club over off PCH in Long Beach.
Okay. I like when places are like that. We're pizza, we're a bar, but you know what? We're going to throw music on it too.
Yeah.
And so looking at a menu and you're like, oh, okay, birthday cake and, I don't know, spaghetti. And it's like, okay, what don't these guys do?
Yeah.
They're cutting.
It's interesting. The guy who runs it's pretty smart because it's kind of weird if you go to a show there. Mm-hmm. They'll stack like 6 bands in one night. So it's like people rotating. Like, oh yeah, we came to see, the Buttheads. Okay, cool. Like $5. They go in, the band plays. Those people leave. Some other band goes and plays, like.
Oh, wow. That's just pretty smart.
The Buttheads isn't a band that I know of either. I don't know if you picked up on that.
No, yeah, no. I thought that they were on Innovative Leisure as well. I thought that was...
There probably is a Buttheads.
Yeah.
Maybe I should use that for my solo project.
I like that.
When I do it. But anyway,
I mean, might get a cease and desist by my judge, but whatever. I'll see you in court. That kind of deal.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think unless it got big time. But yeah, anyway, that was our first show, and I think there was like 5 people there. I think like my mom came and
nice.
Like maybe Phil's brother Danny, and yeah, and then we started to do it. Grew out of that somehow, like the sound. I guess people started to. We played plenty of shows for 5 or 10 people, and then I forced myself to get out of that. Hey, just
like
play.
mindset, right?
Yeah, like just play. It's not a big deal. I don't know what my problem was. I mean, I was crazy. Like in high school, like I couldn't even talk to girls. I was just like terrified of
like redheaded girls specifically, or like blondes and brunettes.
No, just any. It was tough. It was tough to relate. I liked them a lot.
Yeah.
They made me nervous.
I feel like that happens with every guy. Like
I was to the extreme though. Like if a girl liked me, it's almost like I'd try to be mean to her because I couldn't handle. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
And that's crazy that you overcame that on stage. I mean, I feel like that's amplified.
Oh
to
yeah.
the upteenth degree.
It was rough. I mean, it took me a long time to settle in to enjoy performing. I definitely enjoy performing now.
But at the beginning, you're like, oh my gosh, I just need to get this done. I think
I had a complex. Like, I don't even know if anybody really likes this stuff. What if we're playing and people think we suck? Things like that would run through my head.
Right.
Whereas a real rocker is like, hey, I don't care. We're gonna do this right now. You can take it or leave it. I don't care. I never had that attitude.
Do you think that Dan or Phil had that kind
of
mindset?
Yeah, like Dan for sure. He's like a born rocker.
He plays a part. You guys all play the part on stage. You guys are like, we're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah.
The last time I saw you guys at the Roxy was very, very. That was the last time I saw you, and that was kind of recently. And like all these kids were out there, and they were singing the songs. You got crazy kids were up there on stage.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
And we love that. It's super fun. I've grown to love it. The fans are what helped me to enjoy performing. Because I realized at some point, because I used to have to drink Pepto-Bismol like before the show.
Oh,
like I'd get like, oh man, my stomach's jacked up. I mean, I never like puked or anything or crapped in my pants or anything like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes sorry for that rude language on your
podcast.
Oh
my, yeah. I mean, we just cut it.
You can always edit it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a heck, honestly. I really don't.
Yeah, it was. Then slowly I started to realize, hey, people come and they pay. They want to see a good show. Like you have an obligation to play enthusiastically and enjoy. Find a way to just enjoy yourself. Like I had to. Fans helped me do that because I just felt like an obligation to deliver. And so yeah, I owe a lot of my being able to play to fans. Giving, cheering, saying, hey, I really like your song, singing, looking out and singing, getting over whatever self-conscious crap.
Yeah, it's like some mind that's like, and then once you're over that, right? I mean,
yeah.
Do you ever get nervous still kind of playing a bit? You're like,
gosh. The only time I get really bad anxiety before a set, still, I know a lot of people that deal with that. And some just medicate, get some drugs or some booze.
Yeah.
But I try not to do that.
Yeah.
I don't advocate that.
You guys are responsible.
Yeah, I get that anxiety where I get kind of antsy.
Yeah.
Sort of a bad feeling sometimes, depending on like the vibe of the night or how I'm feeling. Right. But once I get on stage, we get up there. And we start playing. That's when all right, time to play.
Time to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? When did you start seeing these kids or anybody really like your fans? Kind of like when did that start to creep in? Like I love your music and this has done this for me or whatever.
I guess in the pencils days we started to get that, but it wasn't to the extent like we played a show at The Smell, and that was with Ty Siegel's The Traditional Fools.
Yeah.
And that was, I feel like things were starting to, like people were really starting to get into like surfy garage stuff. Because when we first started the pencils, what me and Phil were, I'm not saying that, we were breaking into a new frontier, man. We were doing this thing that nobody was doing. I'm not saying that. But at the time, I don't think what we were doing was really a cool thing at all.
There's a lot less of it than there is now.
Yeah, like a lot of the bands that we played with were like, they were kind of doing the New York Dolls like punk thing, like LA, New York kind of I don't know, whatever you call that. Whatever I just said, you know what I'm talking
that's
about.
yeah, no, yeah, absolutely, I'm on board. Yeah.
So we were kind of the weirdos, I feel like, at least around LA, Orange County. But yeah, then the surf garage thing started going, like Ty and people, and the scene started to grow, so we sort of grew with it. I'm probably getting the time mixed up, but I kind of got burned out doing the pencils after like a few years, and I was like, let's take a break.
So that was like 2008, 2009, because that's
no. This is pencils was done in like 2004.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, like I think I need a break. We had been asked to play. We were starting to get asked to play more shows, but I just needed to. I felt like it was getting stale a little bit. Not so much that playing with Phil was getting stale at all. It's just I felt for me, I'm like I need to do something else. Maybe start a new thing, but I need a little break.
Yeah.
So that's when we came up with the Tijuana Panthers concept. Like, let's add a bass player. I already had Dan in mind, and let's still keep the same vibe, but it'll be refreshing to add another instrument, another vocal, to the band. So.
Definitely. And were some of the Pencil songs taken into the Tijuana Panthers when that was developed?
Actually, Crew Cut was.
Crew
Cut was originally just a Pencil song. And then we already had a recording of it, just me and Phil. Then I think we took that original recording and just tracked the bass into it. I think that's what we did. We just plugged it in. And I think that worked well. I'm trying to think if there's any others. I think that was it. I think it was just Crew Cut.
Which is still a great song. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, I like it.
That song got us on. There was a station, Indie 103.1, that was like around in like 2006, 2000. Gosh, I don't know, 2005 to 2008.
Yeah.
Whatever, and they played like punk stuff and indie stuff, and they had Jonesy's Jukebox where he had the radio show where he'd play all sorts of.
Oh, he was on that station doing that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now he's over at what is that?
Is it KLOS?
Yeah, I think so.
He played cooler stuff on the Indie 103.1.
One time I jumped in the car, I turned it on, and Modern Lovers, Roadrunner was on.
Yeah.
Wow. This is awesome.
Played...
This is great. And then he played like whatever, some Van Halen. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll turn that back down. But it was nice. I was like, wow, that's crazy hearing Jonathan Richman on it.
Yeah, the show, you would have enjoyed it when it was Indie 103.1. They played some interesting stuff, and they used to play Crew Cut on Indie 103.1, which was pretty cool. It was just cool to have like, oh, we're on FM radio. That's
insane.
You know,
yeah.
Like people would call us. I just heard you guys on Indie 103.1. You know, it was just cool. But
you're like, stop calling me.
No, I love it. I never get tired of if anybody's, talking about the band or, I mean to a certain extent.
People talk about it all the time. Michael Napoli, I just want to shout that guy out because that guy's in the Navy and he loves you guys. So thanks for listening, Michael. Whenever you get to where you're going.
Yeah, thanks, pal.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I Phil said something about him too, so that's 2 times now. This gets now like a lot of episodes to catch up on. Yeah. So, anyways, you make Tijuana Panthers. Then do you start feeling a bit more rejuvenated? I guess in a sense, more that like okay, yeah, like let's start doing this. There's a new dynamic and aspect to it, right?
Yeah.
Or to some of it?
I did. I did. I felt there was like a freshness to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still had some problems, like the psychological thing was still kind of there for me. I thought maybe it would go away after some time off, but it still didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I still had that same thing of trying to have fun when I played, and I hated that about myself. I was like, man, what is my problem? I wanted, because Dan and Phil were really like itching to play. You know, those guys are really good performers, and
you guys collectively are great. Let me just say
well, thanks, man. I don't mean to get all like, yeah, man, I'm blah blah. I just mean at that time, I really was in a bad, weird spot. You know, It was just hard to get into the groove. I wanted to do it, but my own, I was in my head too much or something.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, we sort of trudged through it. I think I upset Phil and Dan several times just because they felt like, dude, you need to, come on, let's get rolling here, you know. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry, I'll try, you know. I just couldn't break out of that. I don't know, it's just so weird. But thankfully, I've come to really enjoy performing. I do look forward to performances. I love to please fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love to see people singing our songs, and that makes me really happy.
You're just pass that mic off, like, here, you finish it. You know it.
Yeah, or we can sing together. You know,
whatever. Yeah. Okay. So you guys started it. You guys start getting going. The ball's kind of going, and then the first. The first album, which is Max Baker, came out, right? That was the first thing Tijuana Panthers to come out.
And that was slow process because we had jumbled like recordings that we did here, recordings that we did in this garage over here, recordings in a warehouse, and I kind of like that about the album. It's kind of inconsistent.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys play together? You guys all played together?
Yeah, we did all the tracks live.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how is that dynamic on it? Do you like that or?
Yeah, we like that. We're not good at like playing to a metronome and stuff like that. It's just we never have. We've tried it and it just doesn't work very well.
So all the albums are live. Wow.
Yeah, we track the instruments live. Wow. We've even got some tracks where it's like one of my favorite tracks we've done was a cover. It was on Semi-Sweet, the second album. Mm-hmm. I kind of had the idea I wanted to do a full-on I want to record this live and put it on the album. So we were in a warehouse. We set up a PA, and Phil sang. We did a cover of The Nerves because we were on this, I guess you'd call it a compilation. It was like a tribute to The Nerves.
Okay.
Where like a bunch of different bands did or I guess it wasn't The Nerve, but the guy, God, what are those guys' names? I'm forgetting. Case. Anyway, whatever.
Besides the point, no.
Yeah, it was cool. We did this song One Way Ticket, and yeah, I love that recording. It's live. I think it's pretty rocking. I love.
Is there kind of an echo to it, or kind of like the
it's a natural echo. It's not verbed. It's just the natural of the room. It's not like that's got a bunch of crazy studio EQ. It's just a really raw record. That's my favorite type of recording. Really.
That's awesome. Has there been a song that you guys have recorded and you just like it was just took so many takes to get it because you guys were playing live together? Has there ever been like a certain song that you're like, oh my gosh, like we need to get this because we've been playing it forever?
There is. It's just been so stinking long. I'm trying to remember.
Because you guys are that good. I like it.
No, we do have some that were like a first take.
Really?
That happens once in a while. Wow. Yeah, where there's like a recording on an album. It's like, oh, we used the first take on that.
Do you could you say any of those or like an example of one of those first take songs?
No, but it just sounds good saying that. So, I leave that mystery there. And
all right.
Just people thinking that maybe, man, these guys can just nail it.
Leave it up to them to guess.
Yeah, because I don't remember. And in fact, that may be in my head. So don't quote me on that. Never mind. Maybe we don't. I'm pretty sure we do have at least a couple tracks where we got that first take. There's something on our new album where we did that.
Which is cotton denim, correct? Is that
carpet denim?
Carpet denim. Sorry, yeah.
Little play on words there.
When I got Phil on, he said that was the first time he ever it's ever been said. I was like, wow, like this is like cutting edge. Yeah. So you come to the Vineyard to see and hear those groundbreaking stuff. You don't go to Joe Rogan. You don't go to Mark Maron. None of those guys. Nardwuar, who is that? He's up in Canada. He's not down here.
Oh, he's Canadian?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He seems like an odd guy, you know?
I met him once. Yeah, he had a very interesting look.
Did he talk the way he talked? Like he talks on camera?
I didn't talk to him. I just saw him, and I saw a few people trying to get like jockeying for position to Nard, you know.
Where was this, if you don't mind me asking?
It was at what's it called? I'm losing my mind here. Not Coachella.
Oh, but it was down here. It wasn't even in Canada.
No, it was in Texas.
Whoa! Oh, South by Southwest.
I'm losing my mind. South by Southwest. Yeah.
No, that's all right. I like it.
Yeah. So that was we were watching somebody play because we had played a few shows and then we were just hanging out watching. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
If you need to answer that, please go
Nope,
ahead.
I don't.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna hide that.
I like it. I'm gonna put my up front and center now. I'm just okay. So Max Baker comes out and he came out on an Innovative Leisure, right? That was what you guys have been with for a while now, right?
Well, Max Baker was released way before we were on the label.
Whoa.
That was just independently released.
Oh wow, okay.
We were with the guy that recorded that was Orlando Nieto. He had a really small, like on the side, was doing this thing called Toy Records. I don't even know if he calls it Toy Records still. He might. I haven't talked to him in a while.
I think I've heard that name before.
Yeah, he might. He put out a few. I think the last thing I heard that was really cool that he put out was this band Powwow Now. They had some really cool stuff. He did their album. Now. Yeah, I don't know if they're still playing or not. He put out some stuff. He had no idea what he was doing when we were just like, we need somebody to record us. What do we do? We had no idea the process or how to go about. No one was interested in us. We were nobody. Mm-hmm. But he was willing to do it. But he wasn't familiar with our sound at all. Like he didn't have that in his background, like surf garage type stuff. So he was coming, cooking from scratch, like recording us. So that made it kind of interesting. But yeah, we weren't on the label till. We didn't get on the label till after 2012 because we played Coachella, and that's what got us on the radar for the label.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so we were just an independent band we were the only band that year at Coachella that was not on a label.
Which is 2012?
I'm pretty sure. You can fact check me on that, but...
oh, I will. I will be editing this out. I'm going to bring Dan, and he's like, nope. I'm just kidding. I'm just going to...
I'm wrong sometimes. But, yeah. So anyway, yeah, we were just an independent band for a long time, so.
And then you guys got on it, and then they did. So I'm assuming they re-released it off of their.
Oh, sorry. Right, they re-released. Excuse me. Re-released it, and then right when we got on the label, I think that's like when Semi-Sweet was coming out. If I'm not mistaken. Am I crazy? Am I losing it? When did Semi-Sweet come out? Yeah, I remember.
It was like 2012, right?
We had I guess we had independently done. We were in the process of doing Semi-Sweet, and then we got signed on the label, and then they kind of
took
had
it
a
over.
Hand, and kind of like
that's insane. You guys were already did Max Baker, and then we're doing.
Yeah, we were in the process of doing
Semi-Sweet. On an independent label. And then
we weren't on the Toy Records thing. We weren't like on the label.
Yeah,
it's not like he was flowing us money. He was a really small time operator, just like a side thing that he does. Mm-hmm. He went to school for recording, and he does like some tech stuff for some company, and he just does recording on the side. So yeah, we were labelless, managerless, agentless, and
I like it. And who was doing it? Who was like kind of taking those calls? Who was?
At the time, Phil. And Phil, we learned the hard way that's one important thing. I'd say the most important thing. Having a booking agent is a big deal. because if you're trying to get booked or whatever, and you want to play a show, you inquire about it, and they say, "Oh yeah, here's your agent," and you're like, "Oh, me," you know,
I'm the guy.
That doesn't
fare too well.
It doesn't fare too well. It took us a while. So Phil did something really creative, which I thought was pretty cool at the time. He created this, I won't say an alter ego. He created a fake person via email. I think his name was Scott Thatch, which sounded kind of tough.
Ooh, that's
Doesn't
a
that sound
slick
tough?
name. It's a real slick name.
Yeah,
I like
Scott Thatch, like Thatch, and
Yeah.
he started emailing like clubs and stuff as like Scott Thatch as like the booking agent, and that helped.
Wow.
It changed the dynamic of how people talk to us.
Yeah.
And now, of course,
talking to Scott.
that was a stepping stone. An agent finally hit us up.
Yeah.
And was like, "You guys, I really see some potential for you guys. I want to start booking." And he actually got us some really good stuff. Like he got us a tour with, it was Jello Biafra appearing with Reverend Horton Heat.
Wow. Okay.
It's kind of a funny tour for us to be on.
It's just an odd collaboration in itself.
It was fun.
That's
it was cool. It was just a
odd.
leg, and it paid pretty well, and it was a good thing. He got us that, but
How did they perform? If you don't mind me asking real quick, as a side note, how did that go down? Because that's kind of
the Rev would play their set, like
Yeah.
the psychobilly, you know.
yeah.
And then like, I think they'd play a set, and then Jello would come out, and they would do like 4 songs, and they backed him, and they did like Dead Kennedy's stuff.
So it worked out okay? Or pretty
Yeah, it sounded cool. It was super rad. It was a fun thing to be a part of.
Did you ever get to talk to Jello?
I did. Surprisingly, I talked to him about old cars for a minute, which I did not expect him. I was
To be keen on, for sure. That's not. I don't think it's definitely the first thing that comes through my mind. I'm like, Jello Biafra, cars.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he's a full-on like Motorhead, but I was talking to the drummer of Reverend Horton Heat. This guy Scott. He used to drum for the Super Suckers.
Oh, Scott Thatch, right?
Not Scott Thatch. Good memory though. Good
Yeah. Nice callback. This is a Mark Maron move right there.
Yeah, dude, that is smooth, man.
Nice transitions.
He was a Motorhead. He was like into muscle cars and stuff like that. We were just talking about it.
That seems like that goes together.
Yeah.
That's muscle cars. Yeah.
Totally. But Jello overheard us, and I never approached him because he's a little bit of an intimidating presence, you know.
Definitely. Yeah.
So I just kind of laid low and figured, he'll talk to us if he wants. And he overheard us talking about cars, and he just like kind of strolled over and he joined in the conversation. And he goes, "Yeah, I got an old Barracuda I need to get fixed up. It's got like a broken motor mount and a blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh wow!" I was really caught off.
That impression was really good.
You think that was all right?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I've never heard anybody who did like a good Jello Biafra. Most people don't even attempt it. I like that.
Oh, thank you.
That was pretty spot on.
I didn't even really practice that. Maybe I could really own my skills.
Just
on
doing it in
that.
the mirror, I guess. It's like I don't know. Something about Jerry Brown or whatever.
Jerry Brown, yeah.
Yeah, that was his arch enemy and Dianne Feinstein. But that's political stuff from the 70s. Yeah, I guess a little bit now. But anyways,
Yeah.
that's not this podcast. That's whatever.
Right.
It's another person's podcast. We'll live with the Joe Rogan for that.
Does Rogan get super political?
Sometimes, yeah. He the last one I listened to, he had somebody on. This is a comedian that I like, and he within the first he said like an hour to 45 minutes. It was like things I wasn't interested in. Like he was like whatever, like sports. I'm not really a big sports guy.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like politics. And I was like, okay, great. It's just that there's no fresh takes on that. I think everybody knows what everybody's standpoint is on that, so there's nothing going on there. And then it was like something like, I don't know, like an apocalypse or something like that he was talking about.
Oh, interesting.
I was like, okay, like, just gonna skip. I mean, like, I do enjoy his podcast for the people who are on there. Like, that's a really interesting guy. I want to know what he has to say. And it's just pretty interesting. But then seriously, he's like, oh, like DMT or whatever he's talking about, you know.
Huh.
I was taking DMT.
What is that? Some enhancing drug or something? Sports
enhancing? Yeah, it's some
performance.
No, it's like a psychoactive drug of some sort, and it's like it makes your brain all weird and something like that. Yeah, it's like you give it off and you die. Like DMT, yeah, and people smoke it.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, and my brother had an interesting view on that. Which thanks for saying this, Zach. I need to point him out because he's gonna give me some hard times if I don't. Anyways, he was saying, he's like, what if that's your ticket out of here? Like, what if that's the way that you kind of leave this earth, is through the DMT that's secreted from your body when you die? I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, that is an interesting thought.
I was like, wow, because there's like something like 0.2 grams that leaves your body when you die. He's like, what if that's your soul, and that's how you kind of go from this life into the next. I was like, wow, yeah,
that's wild.
That kind of blew my mind. I was like, wow, okay,
that's wild.
But yeah, Joe Rogan's into that.
Yeah, he's interesting. You know, while we were talking about that, I just thought of a good Jello Biafra story back to him.
Yeah, it all loops back. Yeah,
it was just not moments, but an hour or so after the car conversation, which I thought, oh, that's cool. I just had like a good, we connected there. I didn't expect that. Yeah. Like with him.
With a guy like Jello Biafra.
Yeah, he just seems, he's a little bit, he just kind of is on a different plane.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
I mean, that's obvious. I'm sure anybody would know. Not saying anything about his character or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
He just, he's got a little ritual that he does before the shows. And I feel bad. I don't know. This might be like a thing he doesn't.
He's not going to talk about.
Yeah, no. I just mean it's his own little special thing, and I'm not making fun of it.
Right.
But he does some really interesting things. He has this little ritual that he does on the side of the stage before he's about to go on, and I didn't want to ask him about it, but it's quite fascinating to watch him do it. He kind of like goes around. No, he doesn't jump around. He kind of like goes around, almost like he's meditating, but he kind of like goes around in a circle, sort of. Like he's got his eyes closed, and you can tell he's got like his little space, his little zone. And I found that out the hard way because he was doing this thing.
Oh no!
And it was while the Rev they were playing, and he was gonna go out and do his little 4-song cameo thing.
Yeah.
Well, for some reason, I told one of the guys in the Rev's crew, like the stagehand guys, that I'd get him a drink. He's like, hey man, you owe me for that. You left your guitar at the club the other night and I picked it up for you. You owe me a drink. I was like, all right man, you got it. So I went and got him a drink. So I'm on the side of the stage and he's like maybe 10 feet away from where Jello is. Mm-hmm. So I have to cross through that plane, through that sphere, Jello's sphere.
Yeah.
That's invisible, but it's there if you see him.
Yeah.
He does not want it invaded. And I wasn't really thinking about it. Phil and Dan were up on the balcony watching the band, and they could see all this going down. They saw me go in through the sphere, the atmosphere, and over to where that guy was. I handed the drink, and I didn't even notice, but I guess Jello Biafra, like, opened his eyes and he was like, oh, get away from me, kind of, and I was like, oh crap, and I sort of just got out of the way. I definitely, I ruined kind of his little thing.
That's so weird. That's
weird.
Him to...
Man. He wasn't, it's not like he yelled at me or something.
No, but I mean,
like, it's not like, or he didn't say anything like after the show. I mean, he probably didn't think anything, but
probably forgot about it, really. I mean,
it really in his head so was a serious thing for him. Like, this is my space here. I need to do my thing before the set. Don't bother me. And so that was kind of I could understand that. Like, it just goes to show that even veteran artists, like big or whatever, they need to maybe do some meditation, maybe get in the zone. It's not easy to, you gotta do some kind of ritual to get yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, like ready for the performance.
Oh man.
So yeah, I don't think, oh, what a jerk that Jello Biafra. I actually do feel bad. I totally invaded the atmosphere, and I probably kind of messed up whatever vibe he had going on. So, yeah, but that was interesting.
That's very interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get to talk to him after that, or?
No, I didn't. I was like, I better just let that one. You know, if he wants to talk to me, I'll be around.
Yeah.
I'm like, but he didn't. He actually went and bought we gave him, after that show, we gave him an album. He asked for it.
Oh, okay.
So he obviously wasn't, ticked off.
No.
Like, oh, that stinking guy. Yeah, it was cool, and we said goodbye and everything. So it was all right.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was cool about it. He didn't say anything about it.
That's a really interesting story. I really like that story. Wow.
Yeah.
The snippet.
Yeah.
So, anyways, going back to what we were talking about before, your manager while you were associated with the independent label, the Toy Records, he got you the gig with the Reverend Horton Heat and Jello Biafra.
No. Sorry. Wait, you may have said that right. Did you just say? I thought you just said the Toy Records guy. He had nothing to do with getting us that.
No.
That's not what you said.
No. I was saying you had a manager at the time that you were kind of working with.
No, just a booking agent.
Or a booking agent. Okay.
We've never really had a manager. Because there's a distinction between the manager and the booking agent. The agent is strictly talking to venues, emailing with promoters, whatever, or other band managers or agents. But yeah, the manager's doing other things, which we've never had. We've always just had the agent. But yeah, we had that agent that got us that, set us up with that. And then we did something, we screwed up. We booked something ourselves, and bypassed him.
Oh.
And that's a no-no. You don't do that. Because the booking agent gets like a 10% cut of everything you do, which is totally reasonable. Because when you get a booking agent, they can really do a lot for you.
Yeah.
I mean, our agent now, Merrick, he's at Ground Control Touring. He manages a lot of successful bands, and he's gotten us so many good things. I mean, we've gotten some great. We couldn't have gotten it on our own. Scott Thatch.
I was gonna say
Scott Thatch couldn't have done it.
He's not making moves like that. He's not making them away.
You never know how far Scott Thatch could have gotten us, but that would have just taken its toll on Phil's mind if he's got to have this alter ego and be tough guy booking agent and be in the band. These wouldn't work.
Okay, all right. Oh man, so was that the end of Scott Thatch? I mean, did Scott Thatch do that thing to cross your old manager or the old booking?
No.
This is another guy.
No, that was just straight up us. He saw that we'd said yes to something that he wanted us to say no to because he had plans for us. Like, hey, I want you guys to do this, this, and that, and we were kind of like, eh. He was like, all right, I'm done with you guys then. So. It was all right. It was fine.
Yeah.
No big deal.
So, send me sweet. You're in the middle of that. Then, in the Big Leisure, you get associated with them, and then after that, it was kind of smooth sailing for the most part. Of okay, we're kind of getting some traction within the music. Just music in general. I mean, people are just oh wow, okay, these guys are pretty interesting and. Do they kind of help you kind of get exposure in some of a sense? Kind of okay, these guys are with the label and they have other people backing them as well.
It's hard to tell. I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure being on the label has helped. It's kind of funny to say this, but yeah, Innovative helped, but it's hard to tell who helped more, our label or Burger Records, because they
put out that tape, right? They put out.
Yeah, they did.
Max,
and Burger, we have a good relationship with Burger, and we've played a lot of Burger events, and a lot of I remember the first time we went over to Europe, all the kids thought that we were on. You're just you guys are part of the Burger thing.
Phil said the same thing.
Yeah,
this is very interesting, and I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm really sorry, but Burger, Sean, Lee, Brian, listen to this tape. because I need to get someone on board with the Vineyard Podcast. Please listen to it. I need to get these guys listen. Very nice guys. Very nice guys. Very cordial. I just need to listen to the podcast. Hopefully they'll get their hands on it. I mean, I brought in tapes, but they got a lot of stuff going on. I understand that.
Yeah, right.
But
right.
one day.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead though. Yes, Burger. So you associate with Burger.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Burger was like just really blowing up. I'd say, yeah, that 2012.
Yeah.
You know, it was like all the kids had burger patches and buttons and.
They still do have a lot of good people under their belt, and they have been associated with a lot of good people like the Chills. You know, the Chills from from New Zealand. They're kind of like they're like in the 80s. They're kind of like doing their thing, and they didn't really blow up. And then like until recently, they kind of gained some traction again. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Burger can really
be crucial.
A good instrument. To get that going for. I'm trying to think of another example. I guess they've done that for some other artists too.
Growlers,
right?
Yeah, I would say. I think, yeah.
Yeah, Growlers. Wait, were they on Burger?
For a second. They were.
Oh, okay. See, I don't even remember.
Just for a hot ticket, and they helped out with Beach Goth in general. For the first one.
Yeah. Burgers. It's good.
They're good
society.
Yeah.
Society of individuals.
That's right. It is. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, you said so Burger Records. You guys went on tour. You said to Europe, and that's when those kids were like burger, right?
Yeah,
Was that the first time going overseas to do a show?
Yes, I don't remember exactly when that was our first time. We've been to Europe 3 times, and I don't remember what year that was. But yeah, we've been over there 3 different times. Yeah, Europe's always cool. I like it. Not going this year though. Taking a little time off.
Yeah. Speaking of time off though, because you guys did Max Baker, Semi Sweet. What was it? Wayne Interest after that?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
And then Poster.
Yep.
And then
we got the EP.
Yeah, which was what was that one again? Ghost Food.
Ghost Food,
right?
yeah.
Ghost Food. And then was that the last thing that you guys put up before this upcoming album that you guys are? Right? And it's an album, right?
Yeah.
So the whole thing.
Full length, yeah.
And that was 3 years ago, right? Those 3 years that you guys kind of took a break and kind of took off.
I think so.
Right.
I lose track of time now.
I think
time
I
goes
read that.
fast.
Yeah.
When you get a little older, it's like, whoa, shoot, that was like 5 years ago. Dang, you know.
Yeah.
But
so how has this time kind of helped you like kind of develop some more songs or new ideas, or like kind of do you think you've like developed in the way that you've kind of thought about music or making it, like maybe I can incorporate this or that or other things?
As far as like I don't know. I don't know if I can say, man, I really developed like through the course of making. I feel like what we do, like every album, I can't say like, oh, it's a real departure from this last album.
Yeah.
We're really going this direction now. I just feel like Tijuana Panthers is like a concept, and I never thought, yeah, let's try to change and like progress, to follow current trends or whatever. It's just I don't know if that answers the question.
No, I get it. Yeah.
I feel like it's the same vibe as we've always.
Yeah, which is good. Because some bands they go and do something new and people really don't like that, and that's kind of sad to see on some bands. But you guys, I mean, I heard the new single, which I forget the name. It's called
Path of Totality.
Yes, Path of Totality. Very, very neat name, anyways. But I was very glad to hear that. I was like, wow, like this is good. And one of my buddies, Cam Narista, because I hope he listens to this too. He sent me and he's like, hey, look at this. I was like, I know. I just interviewed Phil and he was telling me about this. He's like, I like it. I was like, yeah, I like it too. I think it's gonna be a good album. How do you feel about the album? Do you think it's gonna be a pretty good one?
Yeah.
It'd be funny if you're like, I don't really think it's gonna sell that well. I don't know.
You know, to be honest with you, I'm not really even thinking about the sales. I don't worry about that too much anymore because it's not a cop out or a it's more of it's not like we sell millions of records or something. You know, we're not like this. From what I hear, even big artists aren't like the top selling artists. Like physical copies, like a record, or I mean CD. Like I don't know. Do you buy CDs still?
I don't. I usually do tapes, just because I got tapes in the car. I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, like that's kind of my thing. Or I just really don't have a CD player. I have a record player, and I'll buy a record, and I obviously have the thing. I mean, if I had a CD player, I would buy CDs. I just don't. But that's usually the hard copy. I never bought like a MP3 download or anything like that because I don't really know how that works. But I like having a hard copy. It's like this is here whenever I want to listen to it. I don't have to have a computer or whatever to do it. But that's just how I buy stuff. Yeah,
well, I could be wrong. I'm not like hip to what's going on.
No, I've also heard that, and plus, because I talked about this with my other guest, Derek Wheeler James, if you know that guy. He plays drums for like Mazzy Star and Pesos and stuff. Very nice guy.
Oh, cool.
We were talking about that, and I was saying, or it was said that there's a lot of different platforms. Like there's just so much stuff and so many different ways to make a record or an album or whatever. And it's so much content, so much sources on how to get it. It's like, how do you even, I mean, it's way harder to sell something than rather than like, I don't know, like in the 1980s when like the Police were out, it's like, oh, this is like kind of, this is huge and because it's on the radio and I mean it's kind of hard to come by now.
It's not like Cardi B is selling gazillions of records, you know, like, and she's, I don't know, that name. No, she's trying to think of somebody who's the biggest, you know, or whatever. Even the top artists, it's more, you know, people stream the audio or they buy, you know, like iTunes or whatever. So I don't really have expectations as far as like, oh, how the record's gonna sell. I think our dedicated fan base will, you know, they'll buy the record and then the sales will be like pretty much the same as like the other albums, you know, but I don't gauge our you know success on that, like on copies of physical sales, and it's not like you make, you know, a bunch of money on Spotify play. I mean, it's great. We're grateful for all that stuff, but I mean, making money and being, I guess I'll use the word successful, whatever that means for different people. Yeah, it's relative. You've got to get out and play live shows and do well on ticket sales and stuff like that. You're not like, your bread and butter is not selling records. You know? Yeah. So, but all that being said, I hope we sell a lot of records.
So go buy it. And that's out. I forgot the date because Phil told me the other
July
week.
Something, I don't know.
July 13th or 12th.
Yeah.
Just look out for it and support these guys. I got another question for you.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have like kind of like a, for lack of a better term, sponsorship from Suavecito and Brixton by chance?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, we've been really grateful. Brixton, that was like in the early day, like we've had a connection with them for quite a while.
Did you mind if I ask how did that blossom?
You know, if I remember correctly, we were playing this. You know, Pappy and Harriet's.
Yes, I do. That's way out in the desert. Yeah, always wanted to go, never went. Is it a nice venue?
It's cool. Yeah, the sound is really good there. The food is really good. It's cool.
Interesting. Okay.
It's fun to go to a show there. Yeah, I like it a lot. I like playing there. And what was I gonna say?
So you were playing there, and then
there were two. I remember two reps from the company
This is Brixton, right? This is not.
Yeah, I don't think that's our first interaction. I think they like hit us up online or something. But I remember meeting up with two people, and they had come to the show like, oh, we're all like fans, like we dig the guys that started the company, you know, we're fans of you guys.
Yeah.
You guys can get clothes whenever you want. We're like, what? That's crazy. That's
insane.
awesome. And then we ended up doing an internet commercial, which took all stinking day. But it paid pretty good. They paid pretty well.
Wow. Yeah.
It was like I felt like a pervert, you know, at this shoot because it was like a poolside shoot. It was sick. You can just picture me, you know, like we had our gear, like we're the band by the pool, and they just got like a bunch of girls in bikinis, you know.
Great. Perfect.
We had to stand there all day. It's like, oh my gosh. We're just in the background playing, you know, and all these people in bathing suits, like, frolicking in the pool.
Did they use a song of yours?
Yeah, they used Summer Fun.
That would have been awesome if
yeah,
it was like somebody else.
You could probably still look up the commercial. I don't know. But, yeah, that was cool. That was, like, a good little gig, and we got some more free clothes. And
Are they Long Beach based at all? Or
no, I don't think so. I think they're more like... not Costa Mesa, like further south. I think they're more like a little south, like
Orange County though. Or
yeah, I guess that's South Orange County where they are. Yeah, really cool guys that started it, and I dig their clothes, and we don't pretty much like we'll just periodically, hey, can we get like a pair of pants? And sure, yeah, here you go, guys.
Let's shout out right now, Brixton. I mean, I love you guys too. The Vineyard, yeah. I mean, I like you guys' stuff, and Chad's really grateful for everything. All the nice pants and shirts and caps. I mean, good caps.
Yep.
Shout to Brixton
for sure.
And Suavecito, right?
And Suavecito,
yes?
yeah.
Okay.
Same type deal with Suavecito. They kind of didn't even ask. They just used. I think they used crew cut or something for like a. But we don't care. It was fine. I mean, we're not big time enough to. You know, hey man, you guys owe us, but we did mention it to them. I remember, hey, you guys want some product, and then from then on we've always had the relationship, and we're not hitting them up all the time for product, but I love the pomade. I love their shirt. I'm actually wearing a Suavecito shirt right now. Yeah, I love their stuff. I've got an apron, Suavecito apron.
Ooh, nice.
Wear for work sometimes. Like, I love the deodorant.
They make deodorant.
Yeah, deodorant, the aftershave, like all that stuff.
You gotta give it to them. That's a perfect song to use for a Suavecito commercial.
Yeah. I think it worked out nice. We were honored.
Maybe Scott Thatch had something to do with that, but who knows, right?
Yeah, I don't know what Scott's doing now. Yeah, hope he's all right.
But this upcoming album, there's 3 years. Just kind of taking off, laying low, and coming back. Do you think that you're that people will enjoy this as much as they've enjoyed the other ones? I think it's pretty kind of straight and narrow, like a little bit of maybe a little bit of a twist on some songs, or kind of the same kind of deal. You know,
whenever in the past, whenever I've gone to the place of, this we kind of departed a little bit for this. I feel like people go, oh yeah, it pretty much just sounds like all the stuff you guys have always done, and I go, oh, okay then, all right, yeah. So I think it's pretty much going to be that again.
All
like,
right, yeah. Which
yeah,
is good,
sounds
though.
like the same crap you guys have always done, but it's good. You know, we like it. But I really feel personally like, there's some like production elements which I didn't really have anything to do with. Like Phil and Dan were more on the production end, like, oh, we want to add this and add that, like just different synth type things.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm kind of more the one, I just want to keep it raw. And it's not a wrong or right thing. Mm-hmm. It's just what I wanted to do with my songs. But yeah, Dan has like a few songs where he's doing some fancy, him and the engineer kind of. Nice. Yeah, there's a little keyboard, a little like synth, little bit of this, little salt and pepper, you know. But
some zest, yeah.
Yeah.
And you've you've sung on a couple songs, but is there any songs in the new album that you're singing on or take vocals?
I pretty much just sing on 2 of them.
Okay.
When basically I didn't have much material when the idea for the album was coming. Dan really wanted to release something else, and me and Phil were kind of like, all right, yeah, sure. I wasn't really ready. I didn't have much,
right?
So I kind of threw together a couple things, and I threw together like 2 songs. And I'm not like a super prolific writer, you know. I don't just pump stuff out. Stuff just kind of gradually comes to me, and every once in a while I feel, oh, that's good, you know, I'll use that. So yeah, I only had the 2. There's other songs where it's just like, oh, here's my guitar riff, and then we build a song off of it. But yeah, I'm mostly just, I've got 2 songs, Different Side of Town and End of My Rope. Those are just like the only 2 songs where
dropping some new track, some track titles on here. I like it.
Yeah. I think they're cool.
Real good. Okay.
But I don't regret like, oh, I only have 2 where I sing. It's okay because I just didn't have anything else, and I don't want to fake it and just make up some bull crap and throw it on the record. So I'd rather put some energy into just the 2 songs. And Dan had a lot more stuff going on at the time, and I'm pretty much just playing guitar on this album.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I wanted to close out on this question. You sing Time. That was on Wayne Interest, correct?
Yeah. Oh, and one correction. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Actually, it's 3 songs technically that I sing.
Oh boy.
Because
what's
big
the other one?
correction. I forgot. There's a tape recorder. Just on the tape recorder, Phil and Dan said they liked it, so they slapped that on the album too. Just me with my guitar on the tape recorder.
And I'm assuming did they add any bass or drums to that, or is it
no,
guitar? It's just guitar.
Yeah, it's just me and singing.
Ooh, all right. What's the title of that one?
Friday Night Baby.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting to listen to. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine. I want to ask you because I really, really love that song.
Time.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
And I really wanted to know what the inspiration was for that song.
You know, most of my songs come from something that I've experienced in life. The song was kind of a darker song.
Yeah, it kind of has an ominous kind of feel in the lyrics. Kind of upbeat a little bit, but kind of more like a melodic kind of sense on the lyrics. I just want to know if you're comfortable with saying it. Like,
no, it's okay.
What was the inspiration, or what was the thing that you're either going through, or something that happened maybe perchance?
You know, it sounds like I'm singing about just a guy who's going through stuff, but it's a guy inspired by myself, like a character. The whole concept of the time, I'm trying to recall the lyrics right now, but it's been a while since we played that actually.
Like, what's the matter? You're acting strange. It's not my fault. I wish I could change. Like that's an interesting one right there. I really like that a lot.
Yeah, in that second verse. Yeah. Getting ready on the Friday night.
Get revved
gotta
up.
Get revved up. Gotta do it right. Basically, like getting involved with things, going down the wrong path, kind of. Like, at that time, it was a girl, I remember, like, just hanging out with people that bring you down, and, like, it's a matter of time before
something happens.
It gets you. Yeah. And, what's the other line? Gotta straighten up. Was it straighten up, fly right? No. I forget the lyrics to my own songs because if I haven't played it for so long.
Yeah.
But I remember just the part about, don't roll the dice.
Yeah.
Like my mom, talking. I think I talk about my mom in that one.
Yeah, it's hard to take your mother's advice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know better than I have to listen to the song.
I was listening to it in the car, man. I gotta get ready for it, yeah.
Better fly right, don't roll the dice. Yeah, that's just kind of illustrating, hey, I was taught right, as, my parents, I think, raised me pretty well, but then just kind of playing with fire a little bit, you know, like later on in life and
Right.
getting burned. And yeah, that's just kind of what. There's all sorts of thoughts I could go on with that song for the whole day, but yeah, that's pretty much the theme.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Chad, thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
I really, really appreciate it. And we got to do it again. I want to get you and Phil and Dan